going to want to do is get a few things. We're going to need some equipment for this, okay? So you're going to go to Amazon. Everyone knows what Amazon is. And we're going to first get the MSR 605X. Okay? I have a lot of people messaging me asking if this MSR will work or if this MSR, because there's a bunch of different MSRs. Just get the one I tell you to get. It's going to save you time and money. It's a little pricey, 85 bucks, but you're going to be making that money back really quick. So what the MSR does is it actually writes the mag strip. So the black mag strip on the back of the card, it writes that. You do need the MSR, otherwise the card's not going to go into the ATM, okay? So that's the first thing you'll need. Second thing you'll need is an Omni key, okay? You can get a little creative on the Omni keys, although what I would suggest is just get this one right here. This is the one I have. I know it's not going to have any issues. I know a lot of people who have gotten this one and have had zero problems. If it's not available in your country, state, whatever, then you can also go with this one, the clear one. I know a lot of people who have used this one as well. What the Omni key does is it actually writes the chip. So the chip, the yellow little chip on the card that you put into the ATM or the POS systems at like a store, it burns information onto that. So you're going to need MSR, the Omni key, and the last thing you're going to need are Java blank cards. Java blanks, and specifically the J2A040 cards, okay? These guys right here, boom. You'll want to make sure it says J2A040 Java JCOP, okay? I'll show you the ones that you don't want to get. They're called SLEs. Yep, these ones right here. You want to stay away from the SLE cards, okay? Do not buy these. They do not work. These little baby chips, I don't know why, but they don't work in the ATMs. Do not buy them. I've learned my lesson doing that. So once you get all that, I think it's around 180 bucks. Then you are going to want to move to the software side of things. Once everything comes in the mail, hit me up for software, or you can do that before. It doesn't really matter. The software you're going to need, there's 6 different things, 6 different softwares, or technically 5. Or I guess, yeah, 6 and then the IST pack. Yeah, so technically there's 6 and the IST pack. I've kind of gone through step-by-step instructions here, and we're going to go through all of it. The first thing you're going to want to do is open up MSR, okay? So I actually don't have that. Pull that bad boy up. I don't have it on the desktop. This is what MSR is. This is the software that you use your MSR 605X with. So you'll take your black mag strip on the back of your card, and you'll see a little arrow on your MSR, the direction to slide it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull out a dump. This is just an example dump, okay? This is what a dump looks like. This is card information, okay? For this example, I am just made this information up, okay? But this is how people get your information. They get it through ATM skimmers, or just there's a bunch of different ways to get it. But this is how the scammers do it. So track 1, you're going to take that, copy and paste into the track 1 box, okay? Track 2, you'll copy and paste that bad boy into the track 2 box. Paste that guy in there, and then what you want to do is click write, okay? So now that this red box is open, the light on your MSR should have changed, which means it's ready to be written. So you'll take your blank card and you'll give it a swipe. Okay, swipe. I'll just do it a couple times just to make sure. Okay, boom. Now what we're going to want to do is erase these boxes, and we're going to do read. Okay, this is just to make sure that all the information you've input is correct. So we'll swipe it. Boom. Red card. Okay, so it looks like everything worked out. We'll just retry it one more time. Do read. So it's reading the mag strip on the blank card. Give it a swipe. And it looks like we got all our information. So the first step, MSR, is now completed. You can close out your MSR X there. And the next thing you're going to want to do is change the ATR. So your MSR is done now. You're done using it. Everything else is going to be on the Omni key. So the mag strip is the easiest part. The Omni key chip is kind of the rest for all this. So we'll open up our ATR tool. And we will find our reader, the OmniKey. Perfect. We'll go into here and we'll select what blank cards we have. We have the JCOP J2A040 cards, like before. And then right here, we have to find the bank we're using. So with this specific dump, it is Bank of America. So we'll go into here and we'll scroll down to the B's. Oh, I think I may have gone a little too far. Bank of Brazil, Bank of America. Here it is. Boom. All right. Next thing you want to do is put your chip inside of your OmniKey. Okay, it'll flash for a little second and then you'll be good. And once your blank card is inside your OmniKey, we'll just click Set. Perfect. The ATR is now changed. Next thing we're going to want to do is change the formatting of the blank from Java to JCOP. Okay, so the JCOP format is what ATMs use. Java format is the format that the blanks come in. Okay, so we'll open up CardPeek here. We'll select our reader, click OK. There's this little analyzer button. I'll click that, and a drop-down menu should come up. Okay, I have two screens. I have two monitors, so it comes up on my other monitor. But a drop-down menu will come up, and you just click the EMV tab. Okay. It'll do a little bit of loading here, and it should be pretty quick. You see this right here? This is kind of like the loading screen, how fast it's loading. So this is what a Java formatted card looks like, okay, with the ATR now. So if you were to do it before we did the ATR, up here it would say blank card, but it doesn't anymore because we changed the ATR to a Bank of America. Okay, this is what a Java formatting card looks like. If you put this in the ATM, nothing's going to happen. It's literally just gibberish. Okay, so what we need to do is change that into like a Visa JCOP format, and we'll teach you how to do that right now. So what we're going to need is going into JCOP here, open that guy up. We're going to take the track 2 in our dump here, take this guy, copy, and paste that in there. Next thing you want to do is click Format. Okay, click Format. The light on your OmniKey should be blinking. Wait till it stops blinking, and once it's finished blinking, you will click Save. Okay, once you click Save, the light on your OmniKey will continue to blink. This is where you need to let it blink, let it keep blinking. It'll go solid green, and then you just want to keep sitting there until the light on your OmniKey turns off completely. Okay, so it blinked, it's green now, but it has not turned off all the way, so you have to keep waiting. Okay, now it just turned off. So we'll go exit out of here. We'll go back into CardPeek and click EMV. And now it's going to run again, but you see how it's different now. It's asking, it says it ran into an issue processing options in the Visa credit application. So that's okay. This is normal. This is a good sign, okay? That means you did things correctly. Always say yes, okay? Always say yes for that. Okay, it'll run some information here, and you'll start to notice the more information you put on the blank, the longer it takes for CardPeek to read it. It can get really slow near the end, but it's kind of just all part of the process. I'm assuming if you buy those like $100 OmniKeys, it'll read it a little faster, but I don't mind paying $30 and waiting a little bit for my cards. So it should get up to about 800 or 900. Kind of depends on the dump as well. But boom. Okay, so this is what a JCOP formatted dump looks like, okay? So as you can see, it looks a lot different than the previous one, but we're not done yet, okay? So we'll exit out of here and we'll go into the X2 side of things. This isn't the first time I tried making this video. I kind of screwed up the first time. So this is X2. First thing you're going to want to do is go into your EMV tab, okay? You see where it says track 2 up here? Take this number right here from our dump. We'll copy that, paste it into there. Cardholder's name, you always want to erase cardholder's name, okay? I've never done a dump where I put the cardholder's name in, and you just erase it, okay? It just makes things a lot easier. Application label, we're going to do Visa debit because it's a Visa card. If you're not familiar and your dump doesn't tell you, like right here, it tells me, you can find out by just looking at the first number of the card. If it's a 4, it's a Visa. If it's a 5, it's a MasterCard. Okay, every time. 4s are always Visas, 5s are always MasterCards. Okay, for the track 1 down here, you're going to want to click track 1. And you're going to want to kind of mess around with these buttons down here. Okay, so if it's already selected at Visa, go to Master and then go back to Visa. But yeah, so click that and click Visa right here. The writer we're using is an OmniKey. The AID, okay, you're going to want to write this down. I have it right here. The AID for Visas is 31010. The IUD or the AID for MasterCards is 41010. Okay, you can just go up here and do 4. Since it's Visa, we do 3. Country code varies depending on what country you're in. The software package I have comes with like a currency code like package, so you'll just go all the way down and find your country or what currency you use, and you'll find that information. You can also ask me and I can Google it for you, or you can Google it. It's pretty easy to find. If you do have a 3-digit code though, however, like America's is 840, you have to add your own 0. So you got to go 0840. I hope that makes sense. Hope that's not super complicated. Got a little Discord thing there. Okay, currency code and country code are the same number. Okay, 0840. This is just for America. If you're in a different country, you'll have to use a different one. The pin we got right down here. Can I mute these? Turn off. Okay, perfect. The pin 1884. Perfect little guy right there. Next thing we are going to want to do is change the expiration date. Okay, so this is a vital step. Expiration date. If your dump doesn't have an expiration or you can't find it, whoever gave you your dump didn't provide you with it, it's pretty easy to find. All you need to do is go into the track 2. There's 2 sets of long numbers here. Right after the equal sign, these first 4 are your expiration date, okay? It goes year and then month, okay? If you have a dump and it's month here and then year, it's incorrect. You probably got scammed, to be honest with you. But yeah, so it's always year and then month, okay? So for here, we'll do expiration date 2203. And then you actually need to go into your phone. So I'll go into my iPhone now, and you need to find your calendar and you need to go to that year. Because if you were to go to just February in this year, it might not work. You know what I mean? So of course, we're past February now. We're into March, but February for, let's say it's 23. Okay. You'll have to go to the year 23 and find the last day of that month. Okay. I hope that makes sense, but you'll have to actually find the last day of that month. In this case, it's 28. So we 220328. Okay. There we go. So we got our track 2 up here, our application, Visa debit. We got our track 1, which is actually just this. And then you click on Visa. We have our AID 31010, our country code for America 0840. Got the PIN and the expiration. Next step, even if you're getting a debit dump, you want to click credit, okay? We're going to click credit here. We're going to give it a second. And should give you a little stop here for just a sec. Perfect. Okay, job completed. Perfect. We are almost done here. Next thing we're going to want to do is IST load. So IST pack,